Here's this. I stuck this here and this kind of impinges on the sleeve here, and that's enough to untorque these. So I got them all untorqued. Now I'm just trying to remove them. Alright. There's the automatic flywheel. This thing's really, really light actually. And I believe this shim here, which keeps the bolts from digging into the flywheel, I think I can, pretty sure I can reuse this on the manual, but we'll see. I might have to use washers. Alright, so I got the new seal. It's partially in there. When they say drive it in, I quickly found out you can't drive it in with a soft rubber hammer or even a piece of wood actually, because that center lip right there sticks out too far. So either you'd have to hollow out the piece of wood, but even then you can't really hit it squarely to get it in. So the best way to drive it in is to take the flywheel plate, take two bolts, one on either end, and drive the seal in with the drive plate, or the flywheel. So I put the flywheel back on, which is what I did, and I drove it in partially. Only problem is they want it to be flush. They want it to be flush with this outer surface. Right here, this outer surface. And it's not. There's a ridge there, and it sticks out a little bit from the crank surface here. So I got to get that in there a little deeper. So the only way I can do that is I rigged up some spacers or some washers here. They're about, or they're 1/16 of an inch. So what I'll do is I'll put the bolts in here, drive in the seal again. These will press up against the ring, or the rear main oil seal. Drive it in about 1/16 of an inch, and that will leave me just a little, probably about a 32nd of an inch before it actually seats too far. So this is just the right thickness to keep it from seating back too far, and it'll keep the seal from being pressed up against the drive plate, which I've already noticed here. You can see these deep scratch marks right there, almost burn marks. I mean, the old seal is completely torched. So I don't know if whoever replaced the seal the last time just stuck the drive plate back on and mashed it in there, but it was not in far enough, and that's why it was totally, this is the old one, this is totally burned up, and just it was gone. You can see all the ridges there. So yeah, we'll see how this works. I think it should work out pretty well. Alright, so you can't really see it, but it's in there just perfectly. Now, here's the surface you don't want to go in any further than this one. And you can't really see it, but you can see the seal. This is the seal in the middle. Sticks out just a tiny bit. And then the rubber gasket. I know the camera's blurry, but the rubber gasket right here is deep enough beyond the crank here So it's pretty much splitting the difference between this surface and the surface that it's not supposed to go any farther than. So it's in there and it's uniform all the way around. So the little washer method seemed to work pretty well.